for the record, can you say spell your first and last name?
Yeah, my name's Jeff Clower, Jeffclower.
Do you have a title?
We're just out with the group. We're Stand for Freedom, Permian Basin. We come out every week to, stand for our rights, and get people aware of what's happening in the area and across the world.
Are you the founder or creator?
Yeah, me and my wife founded the group to start.
Okay, and so when did you create the group?
It's been about a year and a half ago. We just got together trying to get people aware of what was happening in government, how the police were turning into a militarized police force. Just wake people up to the rights being taken, Second Amendment, First Amendment, your right to open carry, even though most police officers out here will harass you for open carrying, even though it's perfectly legal. So.
And what pushed you and your wife to create this group and kind of take a stand to raise awareness about what's going on?
Mainly just there wasn't no other people doing it. I mean, there was the people for Obama impeachment, Second Amendment, nobody for our rights. Just lots of people stood up for the Second Amendment. They'll stand up for it all the time, but for your First Amendment, the right to freedom of speech, things like that, nobody seems to care. And if you don't have freedom of speech, how are you going to speak up and let people know what's going on? Like right now, we have, freedom of speech zones in specific areas where you have to be in that zone to have freedom of speech. That's not America. That's not what America is founded upon.
And so, what is it correct to call this kind of like a protest? Like what? So that I call it correctly in my story, like a.
I don't really know what's coming.
I just don't want to get it wrong.
We put it up as a meet and greet. It's kind of a protest in a way. We encourage, people have a problem with civil disobedience, but civil disobedience is what's created this country. That's what, ended segregation. That's what ended a lot of the main conflicts. It wasn't pushing laws into, getting them passed by Congress. It was people actually getting up, getting angry, and doing something about it.
And so what is your hope when you're standing out here with your signs and people can read them as they're driving by? What do you want people to understand when they see you standing out here?
Just that there's people out there, you're not alone. Some people don't want to get up and do anything because they feel like they're the only ones. If they see somebody out there, they're more willing to get up and start taking a stand towards the corruption. Mainly just getting people involved. People drive by, some honk, some come want to donate, but we don't take donations. Others want to come stand with us. It's mainly just getting people awake, aware, and that way people can start standing up for what's right.
Are you able to tell me if your group has kind of grown with members since you started the group first?
Yeah, when we started, it was just me and my wife. We've slowly grown over months. We have some come, we get a big group, and then they end up having to work or things come up and they're not able to come out. They still support us on the Facebook page.
And I think you told me when we started the first interview, but how often are you guys out protesting? So it's okay if I say that, kind of protesting?
He mentioned a rally for rights.
Yeah,
a rally, so
like a rally.
Call it a rally for rights. Okay.
Right.
And as far as the Midland man that was killed, they say he was the aggressor, but the officer said that beanbag feels like a 90-mile-an-hour baseball hitting you. It's hard to see the guy being the aggressor when he was shot upon with a beanbag that feels like a baseball hitting you 90 miles an hour. He swung after the fact. If I threw a baseball right at your head and it hit you 90 miles an hour, you're going to feel like I'm the aggressor towards the situation. He was a schizophrenic. You can't expect him to understand the situation. We have fight or flight. He was responding to the situation they put him in.
And have you talked to his family members at all?
We haven't talked to him personally. We know people that know him, work with him, things like that, and they've talked to him, but we haven't personally talked to him. We're just trying to get it aware of the police corruption happening. And it's not that they're bad cops, it's that they're being trained to do it. That's their training. So it's not that we consider all cops bad, it's that they're being trained to be bad.
So that's the big problem you
Yeah,
have.
it's the training that they're being taught, and they follow it because they're told to. If you don't follow it, you're not a police officer.
So, is it correct to say that you are looking for a change in the way that police officers are trained here?
They need to be changed, not just here, but everywhere. Their tactics, they're being taught around the country to shoot. Just if it's a kid who has a possible gun, just like a kid just got shot for holding a water hose spigot, and he pointed it at the cop. Cop shot him, didn't even get shot at, didn't wait to see what the case was. They're taught to shoot and kill if they feel threatened, and the threat could be a simple kid with a BB gun, you know, playing in his front yard. It's happened all over. Police are killing people left and right for things that, you know, if you and I did, just walking down the street and some kid has a spigot pointed at you and you shot him, you're a murderer. But if a cop does it, he's not charged for murder.
All right, and then last two questions. What is your overall goal with your group here? Not just for like tonight, but like I know you have a cover a wide range.
Mainly our overall view or goal is just to get people involved, get them aware, stop watching your show day after day, not paying attention to what's happening. People say I don't get involved in politics, but it's not about politics. Politics involves people's lives. Those laws they make can make or break somebody. They can put somebody in jail. They can ruin their life. So it's not just politics, you know. It's about life, about what you would allow someone else to do to somebody else.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything I forgot?
If you want to find us, just check us out at Stand for Freedom Permian Basin on Facebook. You can join our group and get info there.
All right. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.